Hey Jags, it's time for our Jaguar news. I'm gonna be a little quiet today because we're in the hallways. People are in classes. But I wanted to come up here today because it's kind of nice to be in a different spot. Hey, look about back there. We've got our softball field renovation happening with the turf. And right around the corner over there, baseball's working on turf right now. Great progress being made on both those projects. Super excited about that and the opportunity for our kids to get to play on those surfaces once our spring seasons roll around. So lots of great things happening back here with our athletic facilities on campus as we speak. So wanted them to be in the background today. So a couple things for us. First, there is a form in the Jaguar News. We also put it on social media. And we're putting it in a bunch of places because we're trying to gather feedback from you guys about what are the best ways for us to communicate information. Listen, I'm a parent. I got 4 kids, 3 of which in school. Remind can be overwhelming. I know it. I feel it. I'm overwhelmed by Remind. I'm overwhelmed by all the different pieces. If I didn't have a 6th grader who was with it, I would have forgot to send some money in this week to go to the movies for her celebration that she had if she hadn't reminded me. So there's a lot of information, and we know that that can be overwhelming. So we're trying to gather what are our best ways and most efficient ways for us to communicate that information to you guys. So if you would please take some time to fill out that survey, that is purely for us to adjust the way we're doing things. As you can see, even by this, we're trying to figure out the best ways to reach you all and make sure that you guys know all of the things. And in that same breath, we know that high school is a lot. You're planning for what is your kid's next step, whether it's college, military, trade school, workforce, whatever. There are a lot of options for our kids. And as a high school parent, we know that it's hard to keep track of all the different pieces of what we need to be doing and when. And I feel that. I feel it as a parent of an upcoming kid at some point. And I do this every day. So I know all the inner workings, but sometimes I miss those. So we're trying to gather the information for what are the best ways for us to communicate that and to support you guys, because we want our parents to feel like they know what they can do best for their kids. So take some time to fill out that form for us. There will be more to this as we try to find the best ways to communicate and support you guys as you're trying to make the best decisions for your students. Attendance, month 4, we met our goal. Super exciting. That is 3 of the 4 months so far of the year we have met our goal. So good work. Continue to make attendance an important part for what we do. Our next month begins tomorrow, because you're seeing this on Sunday. It begins on Monday, the December 9th. That will go for the 2 weeks up to Christmas and then some 2 weeks after Christmas. So let's make attendance a priority. Our goal's a little higher for month 5, so let's make sure that our kiddos are here. Remember that if they're not here, turn in your parent notes, doctor's notes, etc. Make sure those get turned in for us, okay? All right, we talked a little bit about trying to communicate some more. Ms. Mulkey's working on some documents around GPA and the importance of GPA. I'm gonna try to chunk this a little bit for you guys. And what GPA can mean and how that can impact college admission, how it can impact scholarships, dual credit, even trade school admission, getting into clubs, all of the different pieces. GPA is so important, and this is a time for us to think about that. A lot of our classes are ending at the Christmas break, many of those semester-long classes, and those grades go on a transcript that get translated into a number of a 4 for an A, a 3 for a B, a 2 for a C, a 1 for a D, and a 0 for an F. All to get that GPA calculated towards that 4.0, okay? So GPA is a huge part of all those different pieces, and we want our kids to make sure that they know the importance of every single grade they're getting in class, to have that GPA to place to set them up for success for the next step. Dual credit's a great example. Our kiddos want to take some dual credit when they get to junior and senior year, as they should. It's cheaper than college. But there are GPA requirements. For some classes you gotta have a 3.0, some classes you gotta have a 2.5. So every bit of what we do throughout the school day matters towards achieving that GPA work. Ms. Mulkey gonna put some information out there for us about it, but we wanted to give you a little bit and digest a little bit of what GPA means and how that could be important to your kid. Another thing, seniors, senior parents, listen, it's FAFSA time. That is an opportunity, and really, like, I almost want to say a requirement, not necessarily required for everybody. If you are going into college, technical school, trade school, whatever, this is how student aid and scholarship stuff and all that world gets determined. So please make sure you are working on your FAFSA. If you need help with that, reach out to Lindsay Mulkey. Reach out to her. She wants to help you. Don't wait till the last minute. Maybe over Christmas break is a good time for you to do some of the work. She's not gonna be doing it. She's gonna be spending time with her family, as she should. But work on that FAFSA. And if you need help, tell us. We want to help you with those steps, okay? We have a dental clinic here on January 9th and 10th. If your student has any interest, or you have any interest in your student being a part of our dental clinic, that'll be on January 9th and 10th. Excuse me, December 9th and 10th. I'm wrong, December 9th and 10th. If you have any questions or want to sign up for that, reach out to Sharon Matt Miller. She is our Youth Service Center Coordinator. Dental clinic, December 9th and 10th. On January 22nd, we have our Alive at 25. That is an opportunity where we have an outside agency that comes in. It's free, you must be 16, and this is for our kiddos that are learning to drive. So please, if you want to get a part of that, that is January 22nd, and Mr. Cooper is the point of contact for that. I want to talk about drivers real fast. If your student has a plan to go get their permit over break, you must get a signed form from our front office. We will not be here from December 21st until January 6th. Please take care of that ahead of time. I don't want you to go down there wherever you may go. Most of you go to Danville. If you go to Danville and you don't have that paper, you can't get your permit. Every time I get an email from somebody like, hey, can I get my paper? We're on break too. So if you have any plans of getting a driver's permit over break, not intermediate license, that is your permit, please make sure you get that form from us. It's good for 60 days once you get it signed. So please get that taken care of from our front office before break ends. Athletically, this week, girls basketball, tons of stuff going on at home. We have a girls basketball game at home on Tuesday against Bluegrass United. We have a freshman girls basketball at home against Madison Central on Wednesday, and on Thursday, our varsity basketball team will be at home against Wayne County. So 3 straight days of girls basketball here at home. Boys basketball team will be away all week this week. We do have an interest meeting about lacrosse. We're looking at starting lacrosse, both boys and girls. That will be on Tuesday, December 10th at 6:30 in the Media Center. Friends, if you have any interest in that, either come or send a proxy, a friend that may be going, make sure they know, hey, I need to speak up for this kid as well. We're trying to gauge numbers. It's a brand new KHSAA sport. This is the first year of it. We're trying to gauge interest to see what is the viability of us creating a team. And yes, we're doing that so that we can decide whether we want to make that happen, or if we don't have enough kiddos, not much we can do there. So please, if you have any interest, either come to that meeting, reach out to Chelsea Schweitzer, our athletic director. We're trying to make something else happen for our kids. Our bowling team will be compete against West at Danville Bowl-O-Rama on Tuesday, so good luck to our bowling team. And then we have 2 groups that will be competing at the state championships this week. Cheer will be competing on Friday at George Rogers Clark in the state championships for their division. And our dance team, who were region champions, will be competing on Sunday at George Rogers Clark in the state championship. So good luck to both of those groups. Now, always check our social media for more information about what athletic events we have coming up. We have a lot of away games this week. Check there, see where you can go support our Jags. Ultimately, let's have a great week. We have 2 more weeks until Christmas. This week is kind of that week leading up to final exams. And then next week is final exams and finishing up before Christmas break. These are my 3 favorite weeks of the school year. It's an opportunity for us to be together, have fun before we leave on break. Let's have a great week. Go Jags.